Hello everyone! First things first, Happy New Year! I hope 2018 will be an amazing year for all of us, full of happiness and full of magical girls. And that is why I wanted to do this video. 2018 seems to be a very good year for magical girls. We have so far 5 different magical girl shows announced for this year with very different styles. So let's talk a little bit about them and a little bit about a magical boys show that is also going to air this year. So let's start with Cardcaptor Sakura. Cardcaptor Sakura is making its comeback this year, 2018. It starts next week, January 7th. We're very close to it. So Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Hen is a direct sequel of the manga. Well, the rain is strong here today. I love rain. Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Hen is a direct sequel of the manga Cardcaptor Sakura. After all these years, Clamp decided to actually write a sequel, and so we're going to get a little bit of story on Sakura and what happened after the events of Cardcaptor Sakura. If you're a fan of the anime like I am, there are lots of changes because the manga is very different from the anime itself. The anime has more info and more things happening, and the ending of the anime is a little bit different from the ending of the manga. And it's interesting because they redid an OVA. They did an OVA actually last year, telling the story of the manga, the ending of the manga, so that they can connect with Clear Card Hen. If you watch the second movie of Cardcaptor Sakura, that movie is not canon anymore. I mean, it might be a little confusing, but that movie is the ending of the anime. That now is not really the ending, because the ending is actually in this OVA they released last year. And Clear Card Hen is going to continue the story of this OVA. There are lots of things that we anime fans are going to miss in this new season, because the anime had lots of the anime had more glow cards and Sakura cards than the manga, and also there were little differences, and specifically we don't have Mei-Ling in the manga. Mei-Ling is a specific anime character, and it seems that she's not going to appear in Clear Card Hen. She hasn't appeared in any of the promotional images, any of the promotional videos, no words about her at all, so I don't think she's going to appear. That actually makes me happy because I don't really like her. Sorry. So next week we're gonna check it out. Crunchyroll is going to stream it. How amazing is this? And we're gonna see this new story of Sakura. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be a revival for us magical girl fans. That's gonna be awesome. In February, we have Hakuto Precure. We've been talking about it here in this channel. We've been very excited about it, and we've been crazy for it to start. So February 4th, check your dates, because February 4th, we have Hakuto Precure for us. Later this year, we don't know when, we have the comeback of Serum Moon Crystal. We know nothing about season 4, except that we're gonna have 2 movies that are going to depict the story of the Dead Moon Circus. And we know nothing except that it's going to air this year. We don't know if it's going to air in theaters in Japan or all around the world. We know nothing about it. Toei hasn't said anything. But I'm very excited, and we have Serum Moon Crystal this year. In one way or another, we're gonna have it. So more info, stay tuned, because any new info they drop, I am going to talk about it, and we can share and we can discuss. There are other magical girl shows this year, and they are particularly different from each other and different from those 3 we talked about. One of them is called Mahou Shoujo Site, and it's an ongoing manga that's been ongoing for quite a while. I remember this manga from back in the day, like 5-6 years ago. I don't, like, if I remember correctly. And I remember like a friend sent me like, read this manga, this is really bizarre. And I was like, what the hell is this? Magical Girl Site is an anime that is going to start in April, and it's an adaptation of an ongoing manga. I don't really know if the story is ending, if the story is not ending, and to be honest with you guys, I have no interest in this story at all. But let's talk a little bit about it. I remember that this piece of art tells a story about a girl who suffers a lot. She suffers bullying from her classmates, she is physically abused by her brother, and she has no motivation in life apart from a stray cat that she finds. And because of this lack of motivation and the horrible life she leads, she ends up going to the internet and then she finds a website that talks about magical girls. I don't remember exactly. But then she turns into a magical girl and then she spirals into another world of crazy psycho magical girls that kill each other. And I think that this manga is very, it's the definition of gore. There's lots of blood and I think that everything this manga does is to shock the reader. And there is definitely story, there's definitely background, and there's definitely a lot going on. And if you can get past this, you might enjoy it. I don't know. I didn't. I particularly didn't. And one of the things that really put me off in this story is that the characters, this girl and some other magical girls that appeared, they look really, really young, like 8, 9 years old. They're probably older, but you know, the art makes them look really young, and that really threw me off because they're put into some pretty strong situations. I mean, the situations are very extreme, so it really... Anyway, the anime is starting in April, and we don't have trailers for it yet, but I don't know, maybe in the future. I think in the very short future, we're gonna have more trailers, more news, more visuals, because we don't have much to go on yet. Maybe the anime is going to be good. I don't know. And the 5th magical girl show that we have announced for this year is called Mahou Shoujo Ore. This time we're having a comedy Mahou Shoujo, a Mahou Shoujo based and focused on comedy. It seems that it tells a story about a girl who wants to be an idol, and she's in love with a boy who is an idol. And then this boy, because of that, like a producer meets this girl, and then he makes this girl turn into an idol. But actually, she doesn't really turn into an idol. She turns into a magical girl. But when she transforms, she doesn't really become a magical girl. She becomes a boy. But what's most interesting about it is that this boy, a very muscular and strong Ikemen, is dressed up as a magical girl. That is something that I really liked, because when we have magical boys, the costumes are so different, and it's interesting to see a boy dressed up as a magical girl like that. And then there's a trailer that is already out, and this one is going to really, really focus on the comedy. I think that the comedy in this one is going to be really out there. And I particularly don't really enjoy comedies, so I don't even know if I'm going to focus on watching Mahou Shoujo Ore, but I'm probably going to watch it just to see if this story is going to be any good in a way. I mean, if I can find something good about it, if I can enjoy myself watching it. But there you have it. If you don't like those tragic magical girl shows like Mahou Shoujo Site, Mahou Shoujo Ore might be the thing for you. I don't know. And one last thing that I wanted to talk about, this year we're going to have the 3rd season of Boeibu. If you guys don't know Boeibu, or if you guys don't remember Boeibu by this name, because its name is so long, I don't even know if I remember. Binankoko Chikyu Love, I don't even remember the full name, but I always call it Boeibu. Boeibu is a magical boy show. So we have boys that transform into magical boys and they fight against aliens and things like that. And the 1st season was very good, and I say I don't like comedy, but this show was really good. This show was really something else. I didn't really enjoy the 2nd season, I didn't even finish it, but there is going to be a 3rd season, and what's most interesting, or not, maybe if you're a very big fan of the 1st and 2nd seasons, you're probably not gonna like this, but the characters are different this time, and the boys seem to be a little older than the Boeibu boys, and the 1st and 2nd season boys. So, I don't know, I'm really excited to check it out, and I'm really curious to see what this 3rd season is going to bring us. We don't have much info on the 3rd season of Boeibu. We don't know if it's going to start this next season in April, like Mahou Shoujo Site and Mahou Shoujo Ore, or if it's going to start later on this year. We have nothing to go on as of now. But probably we're gonna have more info soon. I mean, 2018 is blooming with things, and it's blooming with magical girls. So for us magical girls fans, I think this year is going to be amazing. And I really hope this year is amazing for everyone. Let's all fight for our dreams. Let's all fight and give it our best for our dreams to come true in 2018. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.